Good morning, guys. It's Sunday, September 24th. Yesterday was the equinox, and the sun went into the sign of Libra. So the equinox doesn't happen the same day every year. This year it happened on the 23rd, and when you break down 23, 23 breaks down to a 5, which is change. We talk about change all the time in the numbers. So it is a time of slowing down. Libra season is a time to focus on your relationships, get ready to clarify your intentions, and really be discerning when it comes to relationships. It's a time of harvest, which is really reaping the rewards of everything that you've been doing. It's also a time to slow down and really allow everything that you've learned to soak in, so that it can become a part of you. Sometimes you're moving so fast and you can learn things, but unless it really soaks in, it's not something that you apply. Once you allow it to become a part of you and you really become discretionary with the things that you're doing and discerning with the people that you're allowing into your life, those things will become an automatic part of you. And change isn't just a natural part of life, it's actually essential for your evolution and ascension. Now, when I was meditating on your energy this morning, I heard the song "One is the Loneliest Number" by Three Dog Night. So I'm feeling like some of you may not like being alone or being with yourself, and there's a difference. So I feel like some of you are not comfortable within your own skin. Sorry. And I'm also feeling like some of you are lonely, and you have to remember, loneliness is not about being alone. You can be in a room full of people and still be lonely. I was listening to something yesterday about the chosen ones. And it was talking about chosen ones being outcast. And there's a reason that you have to go through a time period of being alone. And that's so spirit can work on you. And you're not letting other people's energies affect your path. This is the path that you have to take. It's a decision that you have to make. And the relationship that you have with spirit has to be between you and spirit and not be clouded with anyone else's wants, needs, or energy. First card out is Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. What was I saying? So Libra's also a time it's a time of the scales of karma. So Libra's not about being balanced. It's the time that we look to become balanced. So it can be a time where things balance out, but that is because of the actions that you take. So, too many. I need 2 more, please. So think about your relationships with your friends, or even family members. Some of you, I'm feeling, are so exhausted because you're taking on other people's energies and other people's issues. You also have to look at your role in the relationship. You can't sit back and be upset with someone for sucking the life out of you if you continue to give them the straw. So at what point in time are you not going to allow it? You're not going to hand them the straw. They're not going to have access to your cup. These are the things that need to change in order for your relationships to change and your life to balance out. Second card out is Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. So with that being said, if you can't figure out which relationships are more negative than positive for you, and I'm not saying that you have to get rid of all these people. I'm just saying it's really a time to reassess all of your relationships and take a really good, hard look at them. So if you don't know or you're not sure, it's all about feeling. So think about how your body feels or how you feel after dealing with a certain somebody or having a conversation with a certain somebody. If you're walking away feeling depleted, tired, you just can't do anything else, or you're exhausted, that is a person who is an energy vampire and they are sucking the life out of you. I'm not saying that you have to delete all of these people or, totally rid them out of your life, get rid of them, but you do have to limit their access to you. I have friends that, and I'm telling you this from someone who's been there. I have friends and family that would call me under the guise of checking up on me. Hey, how are you? And within 2 to 5 minutes of the conversation, they would flip it and have me on the phone for hours, whining and crying about shit that was going on in their life. And I mean, for them, I understand. I don't even think some of them realized what they were doing. It was just very natural for them to call me because I used to be a counselor. I used to assist people. That's what I used to get paid for. I don't do that anymore. And it is exhausting. So now when those people reach out, whether it's if it's phone call, I let it go to voicemail. I will call you back when I feel like I can handle that energy. If it's a text message, I had someone text me yesterday and they said something and I just said, okay, thank you. They were telling me something, but I knew, I could feel it was under the guise of they wanted me to pick up the phone and call them. And that's how the conversation was going to go. And I didn't do it. So there's little things that you can do to limit those people's access to you. Do not feel that you always have to pick up the phone. Do not feel that you always have to answer a text the minute it comes in. That is, people have gotten so used to having access to us that, and it's a habit that came about over time. So it's a habit that you're going to have to train them into rethinking differently. And it's going to take time to change that. So, those are basically the things that I wanted to say. Third card out is Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. And that's kind of what I was thinking with the, oops, sorry. That was probably loud in the phone. That was what I was thinking as far as, training them to change their ways. You don't have to be belligerent or get in their face about it. Just, gradually change the way that you're approaching the relationship and I just lost the word. The relationship and your reactions. And they will have to change because you're no longer allowing them to have full access to you. You're going to find your energy is going to be higher. You're going to become more comfortable with yourself. You may be more comfortable around people and you're going to learn to say no. You don't have to say no with an explanation. Just no. No is a complete sentence in and of itself. And some of you need to understand that and learn it and use it. I'm feeling like there are too many people that have access to a lot of you, and it is draining you. And I know I feel like I've been on the soapbox for the last 10 minutes, but I've been there. I know what you're feeling. And I can tell you, once you get to the other side and you are able to say no and are able to allow people to be in their own toxic mess and deal with it on their own, your life, your energy is going to skyrocket. You're going to feel a lot better. I don't think some of you even realize that other people's toxicity, even if you're not in the middle of that drama, can and does affect you on more than one level. It can even affect your health if you allow it to. So, I keep hearing the song now, One is the Loneliest Number. I don't want you to think of being alone as being lonely. Being by yourself is more like being with yourself. It's time for you to really go inside and figure out who you are. Where are your passions? What do you want to do? Not what did you enjoy with other people because they asked you to go. If you enjoyed something, if somebody asked you to go somewhere or do something and you enjoyed it, great. But was it something you really wanted to do? What is it that you want to do? What goals do you have? And what steps do you need to take to get there? Nobody else is paying your bills. Nobody else is, taking care of you. It's time for you to take care of yourself. And in this fall season, where everything slows down, this is the perfect time for you to go within. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hermit time where you're really going within and doing shadow work. It is, in a sense, a level of shadow work, but it's not as deep as a hermit phase. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I've been chit-chatting for like 12 minutes here, and that's not what I wanted to do. Stay rooted and grounded. I am going to say that some of you really do. I say this all the time. The best way to stay grounded is, be in nature, meditate. You should really have a meditation practice, and it should be daily and consistent. Medicine Mother, you need to honor your needs and wants and desires. And we already talked about be graceful in your movements. Okay. I'm going to use this one today. All right. For those of you that are already grounded and already knew or already know everything that I was just chit-chatting about, I apologize, but somebody out there really needs to hear that. You've got too many people coming at you. Okay. Messages for the collective today. Messages for the collective. Can we get 3? First one, 6 of Pentacles wanted to come out. That is all about people having their hands out. It can be about you giving too much. It can also be about what you've done coming back to you tenfold. You can be focusing on paying off debt. You could also have an unexpected windfall of money coming in because you've been giving out so much. But I'm looking at this card, and she is in a wheelchair, and it looks more like she's giving to the people with their hands out. Her pocketbook's open. It's not closed. The money is falling into the cup. Queen of Pentacles is the second card out. This is all about self-care. She's the queen that is the most comfortable in her home space. She is all about taking care of herself. It's, a love for home and family. the ability to, you have the ability to make things happen. And people know that. That's why they're coming toward you. Because for some of those people, they want to be you. They want the life that you have. And the third card out is the wheel. The wheel in the upright is a fresh new start. If there have been any delays on any projects that you've been working on, the delays are going to be over. It can be a very sudden change. It's a positive change. Some of you can be also traveling. Ooh, Seven of Swords on the bottom. You do have people, you know, we're talking about these people. And the Seven of Swords, this can be taken a couple of different ways. This can be my lying, cheating, stealer, manipulative card. But I'm feeling in this case, with it coming out with strength, that this is time for you to protect yourselves. You know, the story in the main Rider-Waite is he's stealing the swords so that the soldiers in the back can't use them against him. So for you, it's more about being in protective mode. With the Queen of Cups, or not Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, it is about being in defense mode. It's time for you to be, I don't want to say defensive, play the offense. You know, you have to have a game plan, and you have to put it to use. You have to stick to it. You have the ability to do this. And we've got wishes come true. Nine of Waters, wishes come true. And the Three of Wands is another card of success. That is a card of receiving. We talked about that, I believe, in yesterday's reading. You know, this is a time of receiving. It's a time of reaping your rewards. With Libra being the scales of justice, the scales of balance, and the scales of karma, for those people that have done you wrong, you may be seeing a lot of people hurting and struggling right now and wanting to help them. And, you know, it's okay to help some people. Don't help everybody, because you could be interfering with their karma. And I believe I said that yesterday. Just because you have more than others does not mean that you are obligated to give. It's nice to give, but you are not obligated. You know, that person may not be receiving something as karma for something they've done in the past, or something that they've done to other people. And that's an important thing to remember. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get a little clarification on the Six of Earth. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Alrighty. Eight of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. Three of Wands again. Two of Wands. These two in and of itself. Asking, receiving. It's time for you to make the decision to self-heal, self-protect, self-nurture. Oh boy. You may have people from your past, or people that you're cutting off, trying to come back with this Knight of Swords here. Both the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are fast-moving energy. You could have people on you all the time, asking you for things. Don't feel that you have to answer them right away. You know, if you decide to help someone, take your time in answering them. Do not feel that you have to answer them the minute that they ask you for something. Just tell them, I need to think about that. And if they're asking for money, you know, I need to figure out my budget to see if I have enough to give to you. Whether you know you have it or not does not require you to automatically give them a response and tell them yes. And if you decide to tell them no, just no. Not no because I have to pay this or I have to do that or whatever. Just no. Remember, no, it just, no is a complete sentence. And no means no has the same definition in multiple languages. So there's no reason they can't understand that. For the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Empress. I believe she came out in yesterday's reading also. She is the culmination of all of the queens. You also have the 10 of Cups here. You have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. You are heading in the right direction as long as you do not let others pull you down. Bottom of the card, bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. Bright new beginnings. Let's get clarification for the Wheel. The Fool is also stepping out on faith. You know, I heard someone yesterday say there's a difference between faith and hope, and there is. Hope is something that you hold within you, and faith is believing in something on the outside. This is stepping out on faith. Know that spirit. We always say spirit is within you, but they are also outside of you. They're all around you. They've got your back. I say that at the end of every video. You're good. You're good. Clarifying the Wheel, we have the Hierophant. We also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck and the 2 of Pentacles. You are juggling a lot. With the Empress and the Emperor being here, you could be dealing with a twin flame. But you may have divine counterparts coming in. The Hierophant, you could have a new mentor coming in. These people in the card of the Hierophant are being indoctrinated into something. You could be finding a new group. You could be finding your tribe. It's time for the people that you resonate with the most, or that will resonate with your path. They're going to start showing. They're going to start showing themselves. You know, where I said the Empress is the culmination of all the queens, the Emperor is the culmination of all the kings. He is Aries energy. He is no joke. Not only does he not give a shit, he does things his own way. Again, divine masculine and divine feminine energy here. Giving and receiving. You had the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Giving and receiving, or asking and receiving. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is often comes out when you are juggling so much and there is a need for balance. We are in Libra time. This is the time for you to work on finding that balance. I'm going to leave it there. No, I'm not. I'm going to pull one more card. Going forward, please. Can I have 1 or 2 for moving forward? Okay, that's too many. I will take the ones that flipped. Okay, so we have nothing is yet set in stone. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's time to release negativity. This also includes people, negative, toxic people, and situations. And conclusions are within reach. Bottom of the deck, adjustments are required. Alrighty, I think those cards speak for themselves. Let's grab your angel card and leave it for the day. And I am sorry for those of you that like the shorter videos. I had no intention of going this long this morning. Love appears. got the Empress and the Emperor here. Alrighty. I renounce my pain and release my resistance. Today I choose to reside in the light of my being. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. My prayers are heard and the divine sends angelic help so that love and peace find their way to me. When I open my eyes, love appears. This can also be self-love. Balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you. All right, my dears, those are the messages for today. Have a blessed day, and always remember, Spirit has your back. Thank you.